Hello, good morning children. Today I am going to teach you about your practical geography class 12, chapter number 2, that is data processing. That is data processing. In this chapter, we'll revise whatsoever we have done in our previous chapter, that is data collecting, different methods of data collecting, primary, secondary, as well as the sources of data. So these things now we have to in this chapter under process, that is data processing. Whatsoever primary, secondary data from different sources we have collected, now we have to how to represent it, right? How to take its calculation, how average would be taken, how we will determine about it. All these factors today we will study. The very first, what is the meaning of data? Meaning of data, earlier we discussed the calculation of numerical things, number of items, events, that is regarding a particular event, that is data. And when we talk about what is mean in simply we have done it as a average. Whatsoever averages are taken, that is called mean. Mean or average is the sum of several quantities. Mean is the average of sum of different quantities. The mean or average is the percentage of sum of several quantities. I'll tell you about solving this question also. The number of items होती हैं उनकी average ले ली जाती है, because a large vast scale पे whenever we have to calculate everything anything, we take averages only. You have studied in your previous classes also, right? जैसे हमने एक area का GDP काउंट करना इकोनॉमिक्स में करते हैं, like that we take average. We don't count, and it is moreover not possible to count individually everyone and give the report accordingly. We 5 to 10% we club together events, institutions, different type of technological institution, जो भी हम जिसका भी कुछ averages लेना है, mean लेना है, that is the average. We usually take averages. So for this I tell you how this, what I have mentioned, you have to mention its different types also. Different types, please note down. We have arithmetic, geometric and harmonic. Arithmetic, geometric and harmonic. 3 types are there. Generally whatsoever method is calculated, used to calculate it, that is averages. Right? Arithmetic method, according to this arithmetic method, this mean mean to say average. Hopefully you have got it. How it is determined, now we will discuss. Mean here is x bar, right? Mean to say x bar is equal to add all the values to get sigma x. Sigma is here stands for total, x here stands for mid value, that is mid value. That I tell you how we will calculate this mid value. And then divide it by number of items. Whatsoever items we have, suppose 5, 6, 7. I'll give you one example just now. We will solve simultaneously. Please pick up your pen, pencil, and accordingly you will also solve it, so that to make it more efficient. Suppose the question is that suppose a family's income is rupees 100. Right? Family A's income is rupees 100. Family B's income is rupees 80. Family C income is 120 rupees. Family D's income is 90 rupees. And family E's income is 60 rupees. Okay? In this way, note down once again: 100, 80, 120, 90, 60. Means the total number of families, what is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is equal to 5. Now we have to find x bar. Means to say that is the mean, that is the average, and for that average we have this formula add the value of to get sigma x, राइट. सबका हमने एवरेज लेने के लिए हमें सबको ऐड करना पड़ेगा. किनको? इन सभी फैमिली मेम्बर्स की इनकम को, 5 फैमिली मेम्बर्स की इनकम को. सो इट इज 100 प्लस 80 प्लस 120 प्लस दिस वन 90 plus this one 60 and upon we have to write add it divide the number of items. जितने भी हमारे पास आइटम्स हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम इसको डिवाइड कर लेंगे. when we divide it would be accordingly 100 120 90 0 0 it would be approx 450 upon 5. then we will solve it, right? It would be 90. So it means to say rupees 90 is the average income of these 5 families A, B, C, D, E. In this way we find the averages income of different family members. Hello students, and here I am going to tell you about the frequency, total land holding, number of farmers, that is represented by F, then mid value, that is X, then sigma total F into X into say Fx, that is the frequency value and mid value of the land holdings of a particular farmer. Now I am going to tell you about, in our previous video we have discussed about how to take frequency, mean to say repetition of the same number, repetition of the same item, that is the frequency. And for that mid value we have to get it in this way. Suppose I am going to tell you about the number of farmers who are having land of 5 acres. Number of farmer is 4 and their mid value, that is we have to take this the half of this, that is 2.5. To get Fx will multiply 4 into 2.5 and that is equal to 10.0. Then we have to take the number of farmers who have land 5 to 10 acres. 5 to 10 acres land, that is 5 farmers. Number of farmer is 5. Right? It is then mid value will take 5 and 10, that is 15. What would be the mid value? That would be the 7.5. And for take it we will multiply 7 into 7.5 is equal to 37.5. Then we have this third category. Third category is that farmers having land 10 acre to 15 acre. Number of farmer is 8. And what would be the mid value? When you say 10 or 15 plus 25, 25 का mid value हो जाएगा 12.5. Then we have to take total number of farmers multiply by this mid value is equal to 100. Then we have fourth category. Fourth category we have to take 15 to 20 acre land farmers. Their number is 10. Mid value ultimately if we plus 15 plus 20 is equal to 7.5. Then to take it we have multiplied 10 into 17.5 is equal to 175.0. Then our fifth category is that 20 to 25 acre land farmers. Number of farmer is 3. Right? We will write here 20 plus 25 is equal to 45. Half of the 45 is 22.5. And we multiply 3 into 22.5 is equal to 3 into 22.5 is equal to 67.5. 67.5. In this way, this is our sigma. We will get it the total sigma of this F X एक्स को हम ब्रैकेट में रख लेंगे, तो दैट वुड बी टोटल वी हैव 390.0, that is the total land of that. And in this way, for this mean, I have already told you this formula for this mean. Will fmx multiply fx is equal to sigma. And now we have to take mean, formula for the mean. Please wait a minute. Formula for mean, right? X bar is equal to sigma fx upon n. And what is the n? This is the number of the farmers and their mid value. When we took mid value, that is counted as n. Okay, now we have to fill this sigma. What we have taken sigma, that is 390 upon what is the number of the farmers? We have total number of the farmer is 30. Mid value को अगर हम total करेंगे तो it would be approximately 30. Then number of the farmers, n is equal to 30. We will get it done. Then our total average mean is 13 acres. Don't forget to write acres. 13 acres is the mean value of all these farmers. In this way, hopefully students, you have understood this. I will send you one equation regarding that. First you have to take group them, make their tally, that I told you in previous lecture. Then you have to find out, calculate the mean by taking these means, this method and this method. In this लैंड होल्डिंग्स कुछ भी हो सकता है, स्टूडेंट्स के मार्क्स हो सकते हैं. लाइक इन प्रीवियस वीडियो आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट द मार्क्स टेकन बाय अ पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट बाय द स्टूडेंट ऑफ क्लास एंड नंबर n represented the number of the farmers and number of the events items whatsoever are there, then their total mid value and their this is the method that I told you. It is by direct method. Direct method by which we calculate the data processing. So in this way, this is the one method. In this case, the data is calculated by the following two methods, direct method and shortcut method. तो इसमें once again मैं आपको रिवाइज कर देती हूँ. ये होता है इसमें लैंड होल्डिंग्स लिखनी है. लैंड होल्डिंग्स we have to mention here and number of farmers it is represented by f and mid value that is represented by x and fx सिग्मा लेने के लिए हम इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे एंड अकॉर्डिंगली दिस इज द फॉर्मूला x bar is equal to sigma fx upon the n represented number. Accordingly fill the values and you will get the result of this. And there are some methods. This method has some merits. What are the merits? It is very simple. Right, simplicity. Most of you have things you have done in your previous classes. Nothing is very complicated. सिर्फ हमें नंबर तो काउंट करना है, कितनी बार करना है. Then representative value. तो इन सभी की we have representative value of all the series. Then certain value. It has a definite value and remains same all the time. Right. Then stable value. It is very stable and the change in the value of samples do not affect it. The basis of comparison, it can be used to make the different comparisons. Then fair value, it gives the wholesome idea of all the values. Then it is balanced value, it balances the entire distribution. जब भी हम इसको करते हैं तो हम इसमें everything we have to take in mind. So if we are talking about its merits, ultimately it's our duty to discuss about its demerits also. डीमेरिट्स मीन टू से व्हाट्सएवर एवरेजेस, मैंने प्रीवियस एग्जाम्पल में आपको बताया था कि फैमिली इनकम है, राइट, इन दैट सम पीपल हैविंग इनकम ऑफ 120, सम हैविंग ओनली 80 एंड सम ओनली 60. सपोज अगर 60 और 120 को we'll distribute 90 rupees and give him credit of rupees 90 only, will he accept? No, at once he will not accept. That is the, I mean to say, it hides some disparities, right? Unequal distribution होता है इसमें, that is the drawback. कि सपोज बहुत सारे लोगों के पास अलग अलग टाइप की इनकम है, उनको बोलेंगे सभी पूल करके देन वी टेक द एवरेज, राइट. सपोज दिस हैपन्स इन योर क्लास ऑल्सो. फर्स्ट 10 स्टूडेंट के 8 पॉइंटर स्केल होता है, 10 स्टूडेंट्स के मार्क्स काउंट करके देन वी गिव दैम ग्रेड्स. तो मे बी किसी के 90 मार्क्स हैं, किसी के 60 हैं, किसी के 30 हैं, एंड एवरीबडी विल गेट 50. 30 वाला तो 50 हैप्पीली अप्रूव कर लेगा, बट 90 वाला 50 हो, ही विल अप्रूव ना, ही विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट दैट. So these are the some certain limitations also. Thank you students. Do this question on your notebooks, screenshot.